In this lesson, we are going to talk about operators and the different types of operators which are present in Java. So, operators can be defined as symbols that help us to perform specific mathematical or logical computations similar to what you do in maths, right? You perform some operations like addition, subtraction, division, or some logical operations, right? So similarly, you can do all those operations in a particular programming language. And in Java, we have different types of operators. So if you remember, we came across a condition in our last video where we put a condition which is number is greater than 6. Here, the greater than sign is known as the relational operator in Java. And there are many other relational operators like less than, greater than equals to, less than equals to, not equals to, and equals equals. So we can use all of these relational operators on different types of data types. And mostly they are used on primitive data types, right? So some of the other operators in Java are arithmetic operators. So all of these arithmetic operators can be used to perform common mathematical operations like plus, minus, multiplication, division, or module, right? So these are the different arithmetic operators. And then there are assignment operators. We have already seen a equals to operator where you can assign a value to a particular variable using the equals to sign. So that is an assignment operator, which means you are assigning some value to a particular variable. Okay, so there are other operators like plus equals, minus equals, multiplication equals, division equals, and there are others. Coming to the next type of operators are logical operators. Now these are used to perform logical operations, which means if you want to put a or condition, or you want to put a and condition, or you want to put a not equals condition, right? So all of these conditions can be done by these logical operators. Next, we will see how we can create a Java program for a calculator. So we'll perform all the different operations which is possible through a calculator, and we are going to print the result of all those calculations using operators in Java. Now let's see how we can implement a Java program to perform the different mathematical operations which are present in a calculator. So we are going to perform some of these different operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. But unlike other programs, here we are going to take the inputs from the user. So if we are going to perform operations on two numbers, we are going to take two user inputs. And for that, we are going to use something called the scanner class. Now it is used to get user input in Java. And some of the different methods which are available in the scanner class are nextInt, which reads a int value from user, and nextLine, which reads a string value from user. Similarly, there are other methods which can read different types of input values from the user. So let's head back to our project and implement this program using different operators in Java. Okay, so here the first step is to create a new class. So go to the source folder, right click, go to new, and click on Java class, and then here enter a name called calculator. Hit enter to create the class. Inside this, we'll create a main method. And then inside this, we'll write our code. The next step is to create a scanner object by using the scanner class. So write scanner here, and you will see the IDE will automatically import the java.util.scanner package. So this package contains your class. And then we'll create an object called scanner sc equals to new scanner. And inside this we'll write system.in, which represents that we are expecting an input from the user. put semicolon. Now don't worry about how to create an object. We will deep dive into that in the coming up sessions. So next we'll use that object to basically take a input from the user, right? And we'll assign this into a int number. So we'll say it's a number 1 and we'll assign this to this particular variable, which is num1, right? So this is the first user input. And if you want to see that in console what's going on, just type system.out.println and we'll say enter your first number, right? Similarly, we will do it for the second number. So we'll say here second number and we'll say number 2, right? So we got both the numbers from the user input, and now we are going to perform the calculations using different operators. So our first one is addition. So let's take a variable name called add, and here I will say num1 plus num2, right? So this stores the addition of these two numbers, and then let's print it out so that we can see the output. Println, so addition of two numbers, and we are going to print the output here, which is add. Okay, next we are going to do multiplication. So multiply, and we'll say num1 into num2, and again we'll say system.out.println and we'll say multiplication of two numbers, and we'll say here multiply, and similarly we'll do subtraction and division. So let's do it quickly. So here we'll say subtract and here we'll say divide, and we'll change the parameters here, so divide and subtract. Also we need to change the operators here for subtract and divide. So let's change and put it minus operator, and here we'll put the divide operator. Okay, and then we also need to change the system.out.println description. So here let's put it subtraction and let's put it division here, right? So that completes our code, and let's try and run it and verify whether the results are accurate. So go to your calculator class, right click, select run calculator.main, and then it is going to ask for user input. So enter your first number and then enter your second number and then hit enter to see all the results. So addition of two numbers, multiplication, subtraction, division. So all the results look accurate, and this is how you use different operators to perform different mathematical operations in Java.